Okay, welcome to your Qigong class. Very happy to see you on the video. So we're going to have a really good class tonight. We're going to work on the 5-element flow. And the way I like to teach, I like to alternate periods of rest and quiet with periods of activity. And we'll go back and forth like that. You've maybe heard of yin and yang. Yin is the quiet, cooling, restful inward. Yang is the active outward. So good to encompass that in a whole class. So let's start out by turning within. So take a nice standing posture, hips, shoulder width apart, arms comfortably hanging down, slight bend in the knees, and soften your gaze or close your eyes if that's comfortable. Turn your attention inward, and let's take 3 intentional inhales and exhales. Take a nice slow deep inhale into your belly. Exhaling fully, letting go of the day. Another one. Inhaling deep into the belly. Exhaling fully. And one more time, really sinking into the moment, keeping your attention inward. Long, slow, deep inhale. Exhaling fully. Feels so good. So now we're going to activate the chi a little bit. One of my favorite ways is opening the meridian. So we're going to start on the chest here and just go up and down on these points on the sternum. They're so good for immunity, for clearing emotion. Going on both sides of the chest, really opening up those lungs. Lots of good acupuncture, acupressure points here. And now we're going to tap down the inside of the arm, turn the arm over, and tap up the outside. So we're going to go down, inside, cross the palm, turn the hand over, come up the outside. We're going to do that 3 times. Down the inside, cross the palm, up the outside. Really waking up that chi, activating it. One more time. Down the inside, flip the arm over, up the outside. Special attention to the top of the shoulder, and just pay attention to your arms. For me, this one is all tingly and alive. This one feels a little sleepy. Let's wake it up. Down the inside, activating that chi, opening the channels, coming up, down the middle, up the outside. One more time. Now the legs, right? We have 3 channels going down the outside, 3 channels coming up. So we'll start on the low back, doing some pressure points, waking up that vital energy, and then we're going to slap down the legs, out the feet, up the inside, again, down the outside, up the inside. One more time. Getting that energy to flow, coming on the hips, and taking that stance we began with, feet shoulder width apart, hands resting. Tune in. How are you feeling? Body, mind, emotions. Okay, so we'll do a little stretching now. We've activated the chi. Now we're going to do some stretching. So I love to do this one. Take your hands like you're pushing apart 2 walls. Keep the fingers pointed up, and then you can mirror my images. So take your right ear to your right shoulder. Should feel a nice stretch, and then gently roll your head forward. Take a nice breath. And gently tip it backward. Be very gentle with your neck. Might get a few snap, crackle, pops. Be very tender. Feeling the stretch along the front of the neck. Then let's just gently roll back and forth. Make sure there's no tension in your jaw. And then chin comes to the chest, heads to the other side, your left ear to your left shoulder. Reinvigorating that stretch. If your arms get tired, you can bring them down, bring them back up, push away, and then head forward a little bit, getting a good stretch on the back of the neck, and then rotate the head back. Make sure you're breathing fully, and then back and forth. Opening up all the channels in the shoulder and the neck. We hold a lot of tension there. And chin to the chest and arms down. So we're going to do one more activating pose that I like. It's called knocking on the door of life. Just a good way to wake the spine up, activate that energy. Oh, lots of pressure points in the back for vitality and energy. Pressure points in the front for digestion. And slowing it down, slowing it down. So we're going to move now into the 5 element flows. Each element has a flow and then a standing posture. So we'll do that activity and then we'll be quiet. Okay, so the first element is the metal element, relates to our lungs, responsible for our respiration and our inspiration in every meaning of that word. So quite literally, what inspires you. Hold that idea as we do this pose. The pose is called Buddha holds up the earth. So we start with hands facing up, draw them up, they face our lungs. When they get above the lungs, they rotate out and up. You have a nice stretch at the top. You can look up if you like, hands facing the sky, and then retrace your steps. Hands come down, rotate the hands again, all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so we coordinate that with our breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down, releasing anything that doesn't belong. Breathing in clear, white, sparkling qi. Exhaling down, releasing, letting go. The color for the metal element is a beautiful white. Draw that deep into your lungs. Reflect on that which inspires you, that which you most value. 2 more times. Deep inhale up. Exhaling down, letting go. So good for your immune system. Healthy respiration enhances our natural immunity. So the standing posture, we keep our feet shoulder width apart, and then it's called lower embracing the tree. So your hands are down here, kind of gently pointed up at your lungs, and you're beaming that beautiful sparkly white into your lungs. Relaxing, turning your attention in. We'll focus on our breathing. Okay, next element is the water element. The color, as you might guess, is beautiful blue. You can contemplate your favorite body of water as you're doing this. The flowing posture that we do really traces the meridian. The meridian begins on the bottom of the foot, comes up the inside of the leg, and then just follows these lines here. When it gets to the collarbone, that's the last point on the kidney meridian, you go up and out. It's appropriately called the fountain. So hips go back, slight bend in the knee, back of the hands come together, wave that spine up, let that kidney energy flow up and out and around. Kidneys, water, represent our deepest knowing, our inner wisdom. Our bodies are about 70% water. Feel that flowing movement in your body. Exhaling out. Hips go back, slight bend in the knees. Inhaling up, exhaling out and around. Water element is closely aligned with the adrenals as well. As we tonify and harmonize these, we have more vitality that can express through us. Exhaling out, coming around and down. So the standing posture is kind of the opposite of what we just did. Hands go in back, pointed up, beaming blue, sparkly, revitalizing energy into our kidneys, into our adrenals. If that hurts your shoulders, you can have your hands relax or put them on your waist or on your kidneys. You can do this. Spine is straight up, relaxing the jaw, turning that attention inward. Moving to the next element, which is wood. You can embody your favorite tree. I have one of mine right behind me. The color, quite naturally for wood, is green. So as we inhale, we'll turn to the side, send our energy down to the big toe. The wood energy is represented by the liver. That meridian starts at the big toe, comes all the way up, hits our rib cage, keeps going all the way to the top of our head. We turn towards the center, send our branches out and down with an exhale. Turn to the other side, allowing the energy to flow up the meridian, inhaling up, turning to the center, exhaling out fully. Slight bend in the knees, no tension anywhere. That wood energy is all about flow. The liver, one of the liver's jobs is the flow of qi throughout the body. It's very happy when it moves. It's about growth and courage and generosity. Think of a tree deeply rooted, offering its shade to all. Exhaling out. Inhaling up. Exhaling out. One more to each side, drawing that green up from your roots, out the vertex. Last one. The standing posture is embracing a tree. So shoulders are relaxed. Make sure you're not tense. Think of your favorite tree and give it a symbolic hug. Sink your roots down. Keep your arms, shoulders relaxed. Turn your attention inward. Think of those areas of your life where you could stretch and grow into courageously. Tune into your breath. From here, we're going to move into the fire element represented by our heart. Beautiful, fiery red. So you're going to mirror my movement. So drop your left hand, right hand stays up. You're going to twist to the right. Hands are going to change positions. You're going to float across the middle. Hands change position again. And now you can add in more of a flow. Breathing is just natural. Heart is all about our emotions. A happy heart is compassionate. This one is called cloudy hands. Clouds can be like our emotions. We allow them to gently float across the sky. Releasing, letting go. Our inherent goodness, our inherent compassion shines out. Inhaling in red, exhaling out any anxiety. And coming to the center, the standing posture is a really beautiful one called holding a golden urn. So your elbows are parallel, your upper arm is parallel with the floor. You're holding a golden urn up to the heavens, collecting all that supercharged energy, letting it fill through your palms, down your arms, nourishing your heart. Really settle in and feel that. Bringing your hands down, moving into our last element of the 5 elements. It's the earth energy, represented by our middle here, responsible for digestion and transformation. We want to have a very healthy earth. So imagine a really beautiful yellow, heard it described as sun hitting a field of California poppies. That's the color we want to inhale. So we're going to have a slight bend in our knees, hips glide back. We exhale forward and then inhale, gathering that earth energy, depositing it into our middle here. Exhaling out, inhaling that strong, abundant, nourishing earth energy. Helps us connect with others. Exhaling forward. Inhaling. Digest our food. Transform it into energy so we can be helpful to others, live a happy and abundant life. One more time. And the standing posture is called holding a golden urn to the earth. So our palms face down. We remember our roots and our feet. And I like to imagine roots coming out my palms and my feet, going deep and wide into the earth, feeling really grounded. Then as I inhale, I draw that in through the four roots into my middle, into my center. Relaxing your hands down. We'll finish with 3, pulling down the heavens, slight bend in the knees. Hands go into the earth, into the sky. Exhaling down, surrounding us, protecting us. Centered, grounded, revitalize. Feet come together, hands on the abdomen, bamboo swaying in the wind. So thank you all for this beautiful opportunity to practice with you. I hope you carry this with you into the rest of your day.